want to start with a quote. It's hard to wait for something you know may not happen, but it's even harder to give up when you know it's everything you want. Going for your dreams, it is very uncertain. There is no guarantee. There is no timeline. There is no promise. And it is challenging and frustrating. Start a new business. You get very excited and motivated at the beginning, and maybe somewhere along the journey. But for how long? Pursue your passion. You get very excited and on fire for some period of time. But for how long? Move to a new city, feeling curious, optimistic, and hopeful. But again, for how long? Being single and determined to date your dream person and that you will never settle ever again. You're feeling very excited and hopeful. You tell yourself you won't give up until you find that person. But for how long? We all know that life will test us at some point during the journey to greatness. Not one time, but many times. And it will make you feel like you would never be able to achieve your dreams, as you may already be aware of this. But finding a soulmate is challenging, especially nowadays. That's why a lot of people settle for what they can get rather than going for what they truly want. Why? Because the wait just seems infinite, and there is no guarantee, no evidence that they would find that person. So why risk it, right? Even from my personal experience, there have been many instances where I almost gave in to the temptation of settling. I went out with a girl and thought things were progressing, and then I found out that she would not be a good girlfriend material. What should I do? The obvious action I should take is to drop her and move on. But it's always easier said than done. Dropping and moving on is easy when you don't have any emotional attached. But it's not easy when you already develop some feelings for her. And in my example, it's been a while since I found somebody that kinda really clicked with me. And the thought of moving on from this one and finding somebody new is so poignant and exhorting. It is very uncertain. And who promises that I would find somebody better soon? You see, it is very real and scary. On the one hand, waiting for something that may not happen can be a torturous experience. The anticipation and uncertainty can gnaw at us, causing anxiety and frustration. We may feel powerless, at the mercy of fate or circumstance. We have no idea when we are going to reach the finished line. Keep running without seeing the final destination is emotionally exhausting. On the other hand, giving up on something we deeply desire can be even more painful. But do we really see that in the moment? It can feel like admitting defeat, surrendering our dreams, and accepting a life that falls short of our aspirations. The thought of giving up can be paralyzing, keeping us trapped in a state of inaction and despair. The problem with giving up is regret and pointless existence. What is the point of striving for more when you only give up on the most important thing in your life? What is the point of striving to become better when you don't find it meaningful anymore? Think about it. If you give up on something that is most meaningful to you, will you ever give anything 100% or more effort in the future? Most likely not. You will likely half-ass everything and just aim for easy goals instead of desirable goals. The belief that you'll never be able to achieve anything you want will stick with you forever, will continue staying in your head permanently. And every time you strive to become more, the memory of giving up on your dream will remind you, will hold you back. So do you want to live with this feeling permanently? If you're struggling with the decision of whether or not to give up on something, ask yourself, what is the worst that could happen if you keep trying? And what is the best that could possibly happen if you keep trying? These two questions will help you reflect on what really is important to you, and will let you know that you really have nothing to lose if you keep trying. The worst case, you may not get what you want, but you learn something new and you grow into a different person, a stronger you, more determined, more resilient, more powerful. You name it. The harsh reality is that the path to achieving our goals is rarely easy. It often requires us to endure periods of uncertainty, to face setbacks and disappointments, and to grapple with the fear of failure. But it is also through these challenges that we grow and learn. We develop resilience, perseverance, and the ability to adapt to changing circumstances. And when we finally achieve our goals, the satisfaction is all the sweeter, knowing that we never gave up, even when the odds were against us. But you'll never experience the feeling of winning, of true fulfillment, if you don't persist until the end. So if you find yourself waiting for something you know may not happen, remember that it's okay to feel uncertain and anxious. But don't let those feelings paralyze you. Hold on to hope and don't give up on your dreams. You never know what the future holds. But if you never try, you will never succeed. The pursuit of greatness is a journey of self-discovery and growth. And the destination is always worth the wait. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for choosing to listen to my podcast. I love doing this and I do it in my spare time. And your ratings and reviews would mean a lot to me. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. And until next time, never stop believing in yourself and always be your badass, authentic, genuine self.